If you look at the analytics on my channel, basically my viewers are men between 35 and 55. So us guys who are into GearTube and stuff like that, who are maybe even have YouTube channels, as we embrace who we are as a community, I think we can speak to each other in a kind of clear way. And the clear way I want to speak to you is like, look, if you're getting into doing YouTube videos later in life like I am now, like in your 40s, and maybe you have a little bit of cash you can spend on something because clearly you're buying gear, maybe one of the more interesting purchases could be a camera. What that means is that instead of having, for example, the next greatest synth, maybe upping your camera game will give you a better boost on your YouTube channel. Objectively speaking, if you look at all the top YouTube channels, there's one thing that they have in common, and that's they have great video quality. You can fix, obviously, lights, you can fix a lot of things. I want to stop everyone from commenting right away from saying you can make a great video with even like an iPhone. I know, I'm not disputing that. I'm saying something else. I'm saying, objectively speaking, if you look at all the top channels, they're all filmed with a very nice camera. So how can you get into that if you don't have a lot of money? I explored this route because I've been wanting to make videos for a while, and I only really started making videos when I felt like the quality was a little bit good enough that it would be valuable for people to see and also would be entertaining. The first thing that really struck me as far as like the content creation that most people were kind of doing was this product from DJI. Now this is basically a gimbal and a camera that have super high quality. Basically, you guys on YouTube have probably seen this. You've seen a lot of people who have the microphone also that goes with this. I have it here somewhere. This camera handles all the highest frame rates. It shoots in 4K. It has a 1-inch sensor on it, and it's a basically amazing camera. Now, this is probably somewhere in the neighborhood about 600 bucks online, I would think, right about now. Why is that important? Because if you're gonna get visibility, you need to be up at the same level as the people who are getting the most views. And I think the best way of doing that is to improve your video quality. The point of this video is that maybe instead of buying a synth, you should buy a new camera. If you look on the secondhand market, there's a lot of great cameras that were a year or two ago flagship cameras. And you don't even need to go that hardcore. The camera that I'm on right now is an A6700, and it's a very nice camera. It's a newer model, but if you got the model one generation back, it's not that different. This is the value proposition I'm trying to give to you guys as you watch this video. I would like you guys to think a little bit outside the box of like, okay, if your GearTube mindset is kind of like, you know, I want to get something new, or these things help me or whatever, or I just love to get new gear. One of the things I think that will grow your channel more than any new synth, or especially if you're doing it for like synth reviews or whatever, is the quality of your video. It's a really funny coming from a guy who has like 200 subscribers, okay? So take it with a grain of salt. I'm only starting here, and maybe it's my own personal bias that I didn't really want to put myself up on YouTube until I had like the quality video that I wanted. But I think what it is too is that nowadays cameras are really good, and yeah, probably with your iPhone you can get pretty much a very good video. But that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, if you have an iPhone that does a really good video, that's like a $1,500 piece of equipment in a way. So think about it maybe that way too. Instead of buying a nice camera, maybe you buy a nice phone, but then your focus is more on the video qualities of the phone. Either way, the point is that if you're thinking about getting your audience to grow, one of the best things you can do is make it a more pleasurable experience for them. So I guess the question then becomes, do you think it's as important to buy a really nice camera as it is to buy a really nice piece of gear? Because if that's the case, then I think maybe redirecting some of your gas could be something that you do more towards the visual part of it than to the audio part of it, if that makes sense. Okay, thank you guys for letting me share my opinion. I appreciate your opinions too. If you want to share them in the comments, that's always so nice. Thank you guys also for subscribing. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately, so thank you. I really appreciate all of you. I'm excited to make these videos for you guys, and I thank you for all the following and all the support. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.